All right. It is a rainy Wednesday morning here in Binghamton, but I've got a little bit of time before my lecture today, and I wanted to get some more imperialism done in order to continue to talk about what's going on in this game versus one of the things that we're talking about in our sections. So, here we go. All right. Open up the totally wrong screen. There we go. That took me a few seconds. Just want to double check that everything looks good as far as it being lined up. Very nice. Okay, good. Lovely. So when we last left off, things were going pretty well at home in Portugal, but the exploration of the New World has hit a few snags. One, I'm not finding anything particularly profitable. There's no gems, there's no gold, no Potosi, right? No Cerro Rico. Just a lot of spices and scattered things like sugarcane and whatnot. And I'm leaning into that a little bit. I've got a nice trade deal going with what's left of the Cherokee because the French have absolutely devastated them. But it's not exactly paying my bills. So I've been making some more aggressive moves to try and get things going. Oh, boy. I'm trying to come up with something else here to... Okay, Cherokee, a little bit of wood, some wood from Germany. I was buying wood from the Pueblo all this time, not realizing it didn't do anything for me. Oh, the Kwaikutl. Alright, he's busy. Yep, coming down this way. We're busy adding iron to the empire, which is good. Nice, you want to have at least 2 coming in per turn. That's what lets you keep your production nice and high. My food is balanced at the moment, but I need access to sugar so I can start training my peasants to be apprentices. Also, I need to get my access to tin and copper up because I've run out of bronze. Let's see, how's everyone doing with me? Italy and Germany kind of like me. The Cherokee are starting to like me. Everywhere else is aggressively indifferent to me. But that's fine. It's the scramble for the New World. I don't expect them to love me. So that ship is going to prepare for the invasion of Guadalupe. I'm not happy about this as Portugal, but I need spices and I need that sugar cane. And I don't have the money to go through a whole nother round of like trade negotiations with a new power. So the game's called Imperialism. We're gonna take what we need. So the prequel to this, which is set in the 19th century and focuses on like the market revolution leading up to World War I, makes much more explicit the whole imperialist aspect of it, because you buy raw goods, like timber, iron ore. You turn it into processed goods, lumber, steel bars, and then you use those to make manufactured goods like chairs, furniture, shirts, right? Sheep wool becomes cloth, which becomes clothing. And so you're buying cheap, selling back expensive things, right? The whole point of having colonies in the first place in the 18th and 19th century. And this game kind of simplifies that, shies away from it a little bit, but it still makes explicit the notion that these countries, Spain, Portugal, England, are profitable because they went to the New World. and they brought back riches, right? They stripped everything they could, and as a result, it funds massive, massive new militaries, state formation. Like, you can't talk about the transformations going on in Europe somehow separate from the colonization that's going on. All right, let's get some Irish wool here. Little wood from the Cherokee, Italian wood, German wood. All right, let's see what Jacksonville has to offer. Alright, there off steps the Portuguese military. See what they come against in Guadalupe. Everything looks good. Should get coal mining. It's an important step on the way to producing steel. Alright, what is it now? 1572. Alright. I already have too many alliances as Portugal. I don't want to get drawn into some big conflict if I can avoid it. So let's see here. My arquebusiers. I have knights. And cannon. Gunpowder, cannon. What's missing from these conflicts is what we're talking about in lecture this week, and the fact that it's not just horses and steel that win these fights. It's that settlers arrive and they immediately seek out native allies who have long-standing grudges against other groups that predate contact with Europe. And it's like, yeah, you're going to help me fight the Aztecs? Like, I'll join forces with you, Cortez, or Pizarro. I'll help you overthrow the king of the Incans because, you know, I hate them. They're native versus native conflicts with colonists playing important supporting roles. But sometimes we tend to reduce that a little too simplistically to just settler on native. And that's not quite what's going on. All right, so let's see here. He doesn't need to move. He doesn't need to move. Let's bring the enemy to me. You in range yet? No, so let's wait. He's being very coy. He's dancing around me. You left your bowman exposed. And let's see here. They'll probably make a run for my artillery, but I think they'll be up to the task. Yeah, you know, that hurt, but could have been worse. Streaming at 10:30 a.m. Some of us have jobs, you know. I'm at my job. I just don't have my lecture until a little later, so I thought I'd try and make up for the fact that I haven't streamed much in the last 2 weeks. Trying to get ready to go back to work here was a full-time job in and of itself, and I felt bad. Haven't been on in a while, so... Alright, 2 units among the Pueblo lost. No one lost for me. You monster. I haven't been streaming much either. Yeah, I noticed I hadn't seen you. You were playing Final Fantasy last I saw. How'd that go? Was that the remake? Or like the reskin, like the updated version? Ooh, Italy loves me again. You beat it, moved on. The Pixel remaster, thank you. I couldn't quite place my finger on it. Come on, I'm still looking for something here. I want diamonds, I want emeralds, I need gold or silver. Something to justify all this treasure and time I'm spending in the New World. Do I have enough sheep? I have enough sheep. Getting more. I need more food. I gotta keep expanding my worker base. Ooh, actually, I need to send people here. That might even be more important. Rescind. Start getting me sugarcane. Because we're going to turn that into processed. They're re-releasing all the Final Fantasies 1 through 6. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. It's a series I never actually really got into. But I recognize it. I understand how important it is. I was always a Chrono Trigger guy. I never got into the Final Fantasy ones. Sorry, England. Too busy. Oh, I found tin. Thank the gods. That'll be the thing that turns it around for my economy. Oh, and Judge Judy Slayer, thank you for the follow. I almost missed that. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh, I miss having my second monitor. Trying to do this all on one screen on my laptop is just hurts my soul a little bit. But it's alright, I got an adapter. I'll be able to set up my other monitor soon. In the meantime, we're just making do, right? We're doing the best we can with what we have. Alright, screw it. I think I need to start offering up some items for trade. That'll bring in some money. Cherokee. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Fabric to Denmark, paper to the Cherokee. That's a little bit better. Make some money instead of just losing it. The province of Tappan, a province of France. Damn it! Oh, at least my roads have been improved. That's why they went so aggressively in that area. They figured out that there was gems or diamonds there. It's diamonds! Oh, they're so good, too. They really are. And here I am, stuck with nothing. Alright, you head for home, my little happy ship. The computer's been amazingly restrained. Usually by now, like, most of these native places are just completely taken over. The AI goes gangbusters on them. So I'm not sure what that's about, but yeah, this technology is already known by a few people. I can afford to pay very little and I'll still get it in a decent amount of time. Save me some money there. Sold fabric, sold lumber to Germany. Nice. Ooh, I found coal. Thank heavens. I shouldn't be so snarky about it. It's frustrating. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 more turns before I can at least link up the... I think I'd be better off sending him over here. 1, 2, 3. What if I put the port like here? 1, 2, but then 3. So no matter where I put it, if I put it over here, it'll be in range of those two. Actually, there's more spices and more sugarcane here. I don't like being the aggressor. Let's... Alright, the trick is to get them bowmen isolated if I can. Although if he's gonna come up this way, I'll just pull one of these numbers on him. Oh, my poor arquebusiers are just taking it. Fall back and then shoot at them. Beautiful. Those bowmen continue to just harass my artillery. Still, most of their army is in free flight. They're just running for the hills, so it's not the end of the world. There we go. Now the tides have really shifted. Sorry, Pueblo. I have need of this land. Or one more iron. Alright. Don't improve anything, just wait. Wow, there's another one that's apparently everyone is just rushed to research. That's fine. Save me some money. We're finally turning yield economy around. Port built there will give me the ability to improve a couple of areas. Nice. Oh, and I'll get more spices too. Yes. I'm gonna need more boats to gather all this stuff up, but that's okay. It's totally worth it. No problem building a slightly bigger navy if it means getting fresh resources back. Oh, just got an update from Dad. My son needs a diaper change. I feel very fortunate that my father can look after his grandson while Michelle and I are at work. It's a lovely arrangement. It's nice to know that he's with family. I miss him, though, a lot, because I don't get to see him during the work week. All right. That's an exciting turn. Alright, I pick up what you're putting down. It's just, we're busy right now. Things are happening. Alright, we'll begin the transport. We'll get some more sugar cane sent home. And then I'll finally be able to make sugar and get apprentices. And then we'll just build bigger boats. More boats. I'm not going to let England bully us here. Nah. Oh. Spain has gone after the Taino. Oh, geez. And Holland took the capital of the Quaquito. There must have been something really nice there. Let's see. I had explored. I didn't think it was all that great, but, what do I know? Yeah, my guy got returned home because the place he was exploring got captured. The AI does what they do for their own reasons. Sugarcane there. Tobacco there. More spices. I think I'm good on conquest for the moment. Which might be one of the most, colonialist things I could possibly say. I'm good attacking the indigenous people for the time being. My bloodlust has been satiated. Oh, geez. Holland continues to beat up the Iroquois, who I've never even met. And France are beating up the Huron. Yeah, it's a shame. The game doesn't offer really a way to do sort of like the way the French and the Dutch did, which was more trade-based empires. Like New France is this sparsely populated, massive amount of territory where coureur de bois are going around and striking trade deals and learning native customs because they found that was easier and cheaper than trying to just conquer the whole place and then you have no one to do business with. And so, like, the game does allow a little bit of that in the form of, you know, I can buy territory from the natives and then buy resources, develop them, and then we do that exchange. But at the end of the day, it's still me, right? It's my beaver furs. It's not theirs that they're choosing to trade with me. I bought them. I developed them. It just, you know, it makes the natives very passive actors in this. But this is also from 1992, right? They can only do so much. Paper to Scotland, lumber to Denmark, fabric to Ireland. Nice. You know, I never bothered to explore the swamps I now control. Spices everywhere. Love it. Alright. Come on home and keep building me that road network. You keep getting me this stuff. Let's begin adding copper into the mix, and we're going to need to make bronze. Lovely. Let's build a big old warship and increase the size of ye old military while we're at it, because the other powers are doing it, and I gotta keep up with the Joneses. 10 and 10. 7 and 10. Okay, good. Good. Gotta make sure everyone's fed. Oh, jeez. What is going on? Everyone suddenly wants a piece here. Sweden is involved. England's involved. Man, apparently there was really good stuff going on there. Oh, people are selling timber, and I'm getting parts of the profits. I mean, they're selling timber to me, but still. Brought back spice. Some of the spice I don't even pay for. And the spice I do pay for, I get such a discount, it's not even funny. Arquebusiers and a new galleon. That'll help balance out the naval arms race. Keep going, because I need that tin. Keep going for the tin. Boom. You fill in there. Now let's take a look. Now I've got apprentices, which produce 4 times as much as just basic peasants. It's a dream come true. Alright, I can support 11 and 10. Start building more workers. Things are starting to really turn around here for the economy, so let's get more. I want more manufacturing. Oh my gosh, also I'm making a tiny fortune. That's great, because for a while I wasn't. Scotland's back to offering me ore. I don't really need it, but I like building that relationship, so I will go for it. Okay, you know what? Something I should have done a long time ago. Let me get embassies with Ireland and Scotland, and then I'm going to buy their ore and their sheep, so that no matter who they sell it to, I get some profit. That's what this is all about. Let's see here, 11-11. I just need to get myself another cattle farm going. I'm loving how much food there is in Portugal. I mean, I've got so much untouched cattle. That's great. And grains. Nothing bottlenecks your economy in this game more than food production, which is awesome for a game set in the early modern era, right? We're not yet at a point where business is the big business of the world, right? Agriculture is. That's very much a change that'll happen over the course of this game. That you stop taking land for land's sake, and instead you are looking for geostrategic positioning, you're looking for access to raw resources, etc. I've got so much stockpiled meat, it's beautiful. Okay, this is coming along. Apologize for that. Knuckle just cracked. What kind of subsidies am I offering to these people? Let's back that off a little bit. Let's get non-aggression pacts to improve our relationship. Ooh, I think too much longer. I'm going to be able to start like asking the Cherokee to become an official colony. And then I'm going to integrate Italy and Germany into Portugal and just annex them. This is the screen I was already on. Don't need to be here. What I need is this dude. He needs to go to either Dublin or Scotland. Let's buy the wool. Gah. Pricey, but you know what? Long term, it'll pay for itself. Key Largo. God, what's left of these people has just been, like, devastated. Good heavens. Florence, where's Scotland? Sterling, there it is. Oh, finally. Finally. Give me access to that. I need it. 11 and 11, 11 and 11. Good, we're breaking even there. 1, 2, 2, 1. Good. Keeping my cast iron and wood production up, which is nice. I'm about to get access to tin again, which is going to let me resume making bronze. And as always, I need my sugar to keep my apprentices happy. They got a sweet tooth. Snatch up some cotton and tobacco planting. Alright, what isn't in range? That needs something. That needs something. That needs something. That needs something. If I came out and went like... came out this way... and then down? 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. Eesh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the same no matter how I build the roads. All right. I do try and get, efficiency of roads as much as possible, but sometimes you just have to make do. What if I start here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, that's pretty good. Do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll connect Algarve, both wolves, and that cattle. And I save myself a little resources along the way. That's the efficiency we're looking for. Scotland sold iron to somebody, and I got paid just about half of it. I love being the supplier of resources. It's fantastic. France has double diamonds on that space. Are you kidding me? How is that fair? That's like the Spanish going to Central America and finding these super rich centralized states to pillage, and then, you know, England goes to Virginia and it's like, well, it sure is swampy here. There's no gold or diamonds or anything like that. Oh my god, I'm so mad I could scream. I really don't want to go to war with France to take their diamonds away from them, but, you know, sometimes things happen. Alright, let's keep expanding our production here. More food means more workers means faster resource acquisition, and I can produce better things and build more ships and just deal with all of that. What are we looking at here as far as relationships? The Cherokee quite like me. Germany and Italy are getting there. Ireland is just getting out of its wildly indifferent phase. No, France, I'm mad at you. You have something that I covet. It's no doubt funding your future endeavors, because it's just a ridiculous amount of money. I'm actually shocked. I've never seen a map that's this depopulated in raw resources. Usually the New World is bustling, and it seems like the RNG this time really toned it down. Okay. I don't even need the wood at this point. I just buy it from them because it's good for my relationship. Every time you buy something from a minor power, they get very happy. Yep, 12 and 11, and he's working on the 12th of these, so beautiful. More workers, more resources, here we go. The Sioux? Haven't even met the Sioux, but the English are certainly making their presence known. Ooh, that's a good turns profit. I like that. Okay. Tano sign a non-aggression pact with France for all the good that will do, because aggressive powers are aggressive. Let's just keep filling in here. Just keep exploring. Need to find my own source of... Okay, good. I'm getting paper, and I'm finally getting bronze again. I needed bronze. Now that I have access to domestic tin, I can combine that with copper to make bronze. Hooray! All to the good. I need more wood for ships. I would love to get a little bit more out of my sugar, because that would let me have more apprentices. I should just upgrade these to the next level and start shipping it over in big quantities. I'm trying to not expand too quickly, lest I tax my resources too much. Alright, we're making money again. It's beautiful to see. $12 and $12, good. If I need to, I can always ship emergency fish over on my boats, but... Roadways can handle 2, good. Germany and Italy, a little bit longer, and I'm going to start asking the Cherokee to join me. Because then I get stuff from them for free. Once they're my colony. Yes, I want this worker, because I'm going to turn him into a boat. Happy little boat. No sales. Nobody wanted anything from me, huh? Brutal. Alright, that's all that. That now combines the livestock, Algarve, and the wool. So I just need to come up here, build a little road like up this way or something. Brigands is not connected, but it's not a lot I can do with it. In fact, the way resources are scattered in my kingdom is kind of garbage. There's no good place for me to develop, you know. Like, I have these 4 trees, but they're in 3 different provinces. If they were clustered, I could build a timber industry in one of these cities, but right now I can't. I do have iron and coal in my capital area. That's not so bad, but meh. And none of my bronze and tin are in the same areas. Yeah, this is kind of... It's at once a good and a bad random setup for this game. I mean, you know. Oh, I probably should pick up. Yep, everyone's gonna have horse artillery. I should have it too. France and the Huron. I'm not surprised. I've been doing a lot of business with Ireland lately. I need 13, but I have 12, but I've got 50 turns of backup resources to tap into. So it's no rush. Switzerland from out of the blue. Haven't seen them in forever. Oh, gosh. Oh, I found the Iroquois. Cotton gathering. Got a new merchant ship. England is continuing to make pressure for Ireland. I just love this guy. Like, he's so startled and unhappy. Let's get a trade deal going with the Iroquois. I don't rightly know what to have my guy build next. France just continues to go. I build forts around my colonial possessions to protect them from greedy outsiders. You find a grain that I haven't actually done anything to yet. There we go. Upgrade that. Cossacks. I don't have any light. Horses. I have knights. They get pretty obsolete though. 1624. Yeesh. Pikemen aren't bad. I could do with another thing of pikemen probably. Crossbowmen are nice at the start, but they get obsolete pretty quick as well. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to have them upgrade anything because in 5 turns I'll have horse artillery, and I'd rather have one of those. Ugh, what a rainy day. Yucky. Oh, idiot me. I forgot to create an embassy with the Iroquois so that I could then buy their spices and get that process going. Ugh. Don't know why anyone watches me play anything. I'm the worst at this. Beautiful. As long as I'm bringing in enough of that. Yep, I can keep my apprentices. Look at that. Look at all that extra production. It's a thing of beauty. Now, everything looks okay there, so trade-wise. So, embassy with the Iroquois. And let's ask the Cherokee to join the Empire. They'll probably say no. The game gives you a slight chance of having them say yes each time, but, you know, if I don't ask, then the answer is always no. Yeah, the Cherokee said no. Not surprised. Just keep exploring. You go up there. 13, 13, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we're good on that. You know what? I should finally add these horses to my empire. I've been sitting here. And, yep, that's connected, so I should be able to start buying spices from the Iroquois. Maybe not this turn, but I think next turn. The province of the Iroquois is discovered. Whoa! Spain declares war against Scotland. That's unusual. They don't... It's gold! It's gold, baby! There's gold in these hills. Oh, the Iroquois, I could kiss you. Oh, that's exciting. Bow them! Oh my gosh, it's really expensive to buy it, but if I don't buy it, someone else might conquer it. I'm going in. That's fantastic. So Spain went to war with Scotland, and whoever had been Scotland's big honcho didn't step in? That's crazy to me. England. So in this game, whenever you attack a minor power that isn't one of the natives, whoever is like the top trade partner and has the best relationship with a minor nation can choose to come to their defense. And if they do, you automatically annex the country being attacked. Since the only way to win is to control the majority of territories in the old world, in what universe wouldn't you do that? I can't believe England is going to let Scotland just get steamrolled by Spain. That's just so fascinating to me. Oh. So fascinating. Oh, the Cherokee want to be part of my empire so badly. They just don't know it yet. And actually, I should sign a non-aggression pact with the Iroquois. Boosts our relationship, and it's free. Still got that extra dude just laying around, but we're going to build horse artillery with him once the time comes. There it is. Now the Iroquois are offering me spices. But the Cherokee are basically giving it away at 8 a pop. Money, money. Holland, how dare you? Boom. Now we're talking. I like to switch up my focus on what I sell every now and then. Helps me build up stockpiles. Oh gosh, poor Huron. Wow. Royal Artillery, Knights, Arquebusiers, 3 Pikemans. They're really going for it. Come on, Iroquois. I know there's gold in these mountains. There's just gotta be. I refuse to believe otherwise. Okay, good. You're done doing that. What I need now is a road from the Iroquois capital up to my new gold mine. So go to there. You just fortify at the capital. Okay, alright, things are going okay so far. No! It's begun. With 3 horse artillery, knights, a bowman, and some peasants, Spain has begun the invasion. Ugh. Copper, a big deal. And nothing. $13.12. We continue to be able to feed the people. Everyone's good. Everyone's happy. Except the natives, but, you know. Germany sold timber. I received a cut. Cherokee sold timber. Someone bought the iron from Scotland. It's fine with me. What about Ireland? Someone sold the wool there. That's all profit. Coal. I don't want coal. I want diamonds. I want precious gems. Rubies and emeralds. Oh my. I didn't come to the New World to find coal. Okay, LC is looking pretty good. Ah, no. Sheesh. So Spain has enough people to continue to not only invade Scotland, but continue to beat up the Porteno as well. That's just brutality. Did I see a French merchant? Ugh, I did. There must be something over here good. Let's get me some of that coal so that way when it's time, I can be in the process of starting to get actual steel. Oh, all right. Wasn't expecting them. I've actually maxed out. I don't have enough resources to effectively use all my people. Oh, that's funny. Let's build some more. Let's build some warships and. Yeah, we'll get some more workers, get some more ships, get some more military. Just gotta keep up with the neighbors. That's what matters. Gosh, the Hollands are going after the Incas. Sweden has all but finished off the Quaquitl. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't see. What are you using to play this? Good old games. It's I got it through them, and it's very stable. I absolutely love it. And it goes on sale all the time. Like I was able to pick up both of these games for like, I don't know, like maybe $1 or $2 a piece. But the GOG version is very, very stable. I apologize, I don't have my 2 monitors set up, so I'm not seeing the chat as quickly as I usually do. Yeah, no problem. It's a really great classic, and it holds up really well. Come on. Can I get... I can get level 2 tin. That would let me get bronze faster. Ooh, isn't that fun? Alright. No, let's just get a bunch of this other stuff built in the meantime. I need 14 and 14. No, more important than the sheep is more food. Fortunately, I got it. It's food all over. Alright, it's almost noon. I'll probably break for a little while because I need to prep for my lecture and go deliver it. And that's going to be fun. I need to leave a little early because I rolled my ankle while running last night, and it really hurts today. It is lay sore, so we're going to have to make sure I give myself enough time to actually make it to class. No, France, you're so thirsty. Get out of here. Ah, no, that's basically everything for one turn. Yikes. That's brutal. Well, there's a massive mountain range here, but it's just completely empty. Like, there's nothing good in it. Alright, that road is now gonna mean that things up here... Good, that gold will be in range of the Iroquois capital next turn. Where to go? Where to go? Probably to the capital and boost the defenses there, because I don't have a lot. Also, it's been a while since I've saved. I should switch in there real quick. Save it. Nice. So you have to control 32 provinces in the old world. Right now, we're all pretty even. Spain is a slight leg up because they invaded Scotland, but then they stopped. Like, I don't know why they haven't continued the invasion. Cherokee, and you know what? Let's give the Cherokee a little signing bonus. See if that wins them over. Yes! Finally, gold from the New World is going to flow back to Portugal. Oh, eat it, France. I paid 107. It gets converted instantly to 200. Some of these I don't even pay for. Others I'm buying for such a discount that it's criminal. Like $4 a unit. It's practically free. So the Cherokee accepted my grant money, but they still refused to become my colony. Those monsters. Finally, we got gems. We got gems. That is really far away from where my current trade network is. I gotta find a way to get those out of the country. That's so far. Governor of the Senecas. That's still the Iroquois, I think, up there. But, like, I gotta find a coast that I can get them to. I need to build a port and get them out faster. You know what? I'm gonna buy the land just to secure it. If a European power wants it now, they gotta go through me. I lack enough bronze to do that. Okay. Whoa, that was weird. Why am I producing so much wool when there's other things in the world that need to be built? And then I could use a little bit of cattle, right? Because 14, 14, 14, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I actually need a lot more cattle. Well, let's get building. Actually, you know what? I'm overly cautious. I'm producing enough resources on a given turn. I think I can safely let myself have another builder. Start making some real gains here in terms of manufacturing. Holland fights the Incas. Spain continues to fight the Sioux. Wow, they're just grappling with everybody. This balance sheet is getting better every single day. All right, let's see. Cattle. We need more cattle. Oh, posture check. I'm slouching. Oh! Oh, I highly doubt the mic picked that up, but my entire back just cracked. Oh, boy. Come on, Cherokee. You want to be part of the Empire. I feel it in your bones. Nope, they still said no. England can't decide if it wants to back Ireland or not. It just kind of keeps like waffling. Alright, lovely. Let's get some more wood production done. Getting a little bit of everything here, which I now like. 14, 14, 13, 14. Okay, and when my next cattle field is complete, I'll be breaking even again, which is what I want. The Iroquois are offering me resources for an even better deal, because our relationship just gets better and better. I probably should buy wood from them, but I just don't want to. Oh, goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, a lot's happening. We're clicking on things too quickly. You, get looking. Alright. What can you get me? Let's get more timber. Alright, now we're getting our peasants to work. I was running short on resources for a little bit there. Let's offer to sell horses to people. Good heavens. Okay, nope, that way lies madness. What's over here? There's a coastline there. That's just more Dutch. Let's go this way. Alright, for the moment, I don't think I really need another road network. Just, you know. I teach a class like this. No, but I do think there's value in gaming and education. I really do. Interactive things build mnemonic pathways really nicely, and it sticks with us if we can interact with it and play with it. And I have done video game classes in the past. Whenever I teach the Cold War, I love to use Twilight Struggle from GMT Games. It's a really good one for making them see important concepts over and over again. And plus, for some of them, it just helps with the geography, to be able to look at a map of the world as you're playing and be like, oh, that's where Laos is. That's where, Cambodia is in relation to other things. Just little subtle things like that. Yeah, definitely. Horses are a great one for military in this game. Sell them. See who wants them. No, France. Yes. Royal Artillery. Now we're getting somewhere. Fortunately, without more sources of tin, I can't produce bronze any faster. And my new artillery definitely requires it, so we're just going to have to wait it out. Not much longer, I'm going to be able to start asking Germany and Italy if they want to join the Empire. Alright, somewhere up this way is the coast. Just gotta find it so I can figure out the most cost-efficient way to get those gems out of there. Ah, 14 and 14. Look good. I'm just gonna keep asking Cherokee till you say yes. Here, have a fresh grant. Bribe the leaders. Actually, you know what? More than that, I want you to get me that double tin. My road network can handle it. Can transport up to 2, so get me more tin, and then we can really get bronze going, because I need bronze to keep my military from falling behind. Iroquois. The Cherokee are willing to sell us for nothing. That's a really good sign. They are now my colony. Ireland was wool. Cherokee. They're a colony, so I don't need better relations with them. Cool. I am going to buy some, though, because wood production is very important. All it took was a few bribes and like a century of asking, but 1662, the Cherokee have become a Portuguese colony. Interestingly, that is only beneficial for the colonizer. They don't really get anything out of it. I suppose the local leaders get like kickbacks and things like that, but it mostly just becomes now a resource pipeline flowing things directly to me. And speaking of resources and pipelines, I'm seeing untapped tobacco, sugar. I think the Cherokee and I are about to become very good friends. So let's figure out what's hidden behind here, and let's continue to search out that coastline, because good God. I got those gems, but I gotta find a way to get them home. You, go to our new colony, and we're gonna start building road networks, I think. And you get to work on these sheep. That's right. I just annexed a colony. I'm now responsible for their military. They have heavy cavalry, which is fun. I also, though, I don't feel like paying for these units because they're just going to eat me out of house and home. Yep, 16 and 16. 14 to 14. Alright. Guess I need to use my people more than that. I need more food. So let's get more cattle going. And the other guy, let's get more grain. I mean, I've got it. It's not a problem. I can feed these guys. I just don't have it built at the moment. Okay, nothing, but just some more tobacco. Wacky tobacco. Alright. I assume there's like no tin or anything around here, so... Okay, alright, I'm so close to the coast. I'm so close to figuring out how to get those gems I paid for a long time ago out. I need food, so he's gonna get me more food. He's working on more food, because right now I'm just eating my future. Ooh, I think I have enough. Nothing there can be upgraded. Where the heck is my army? Oh, down here. Haha! Yes! Heavy artillery. Now we're talking. And bring them home. I don't need them to defend those territories anymore. I'm at peace. Life is good. The Iroquois are continuing to give me better and better deals. The Cherokee are just giving stuff away. Oh, the poor Sioux. Sweden, good heavens. Oh wow, there's a very narrow space with which I can potentially get through between the French and the Dutch. If I have to build a road all the way down this stupid mountain, I might scream. Good God. Jeez. Alright, where's this guy? Keep going that way. 12, 13, 14, 15. So I could use another cat holes. You guys stay there. Continuing to make good friends with them. I really need to increase the size of the spice fields in the Cherokee. It's criminal that I'm not making more money off them. Gosh, everyone else is so conquery. You know what? That's their black legend. I'm the good colonizer. That's how I'm gonna, you know. Bartholomew de las Casas is not going to be writing any screeds about the way I treat the natives. Yep, the territory I was exploring got conquered. Oh my gosh, I really am gonna have to do it the long way. Like, just dig it all the way down the mountains. That is some brutalness. Alright, let's see if there's anything closer, like silver or something. $16.15, so I need that food. Okay. In order to pay for my new native horsemen. Germany and Italy, very close to being my friends. And by friends, I mean being straight up annexed and forced to join my empire. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, let's improve my trade ships. That'll let them carry even more stuff, and I can then up my transport capacity without having to build more units. Yes, yes, yes. I'll take some, just enough to keep the relationship growing. Oh, Sweden, so aggressive. England and Sweden have an alliance now. Ooh, aren't they? Something. The bee's knees. I'm a total idiot. I just remembered, because, where is it? The Cherokee are now my people. Yep. I can buy stuff off of them for free. $16, good. You head on down to the Cherokee. Nope. Nope. Yes. Start upgrading that. We're going to get even more money out of here. There's a war brewing. I can just feel it. But I don't know where it's going to strike. It's time to start getting tobacco added to the mix. Tobacco will let me upgrade my workers even more. I can go from apprentices to journeymen, who give you so much production. Alright, sail design improving there. Oh, Tano are offering me tobacco. And Spain is offering me tobacco. I mostly just want Cherokee tobacco, please, but... I can now build level 2 gold mines. Yes. It's gorgeous. Oop, didn't see that swamp over there. I get even more spices out of the Cherokee now. Uh-oh. Sweden takes over more of the Mayas. Holland takes over more of the Incas. Jeez, the New Netherlands is massive. Look at all that orange. And Spain attacked more into Scotland. Boo. Brutal. Brutality. Just being bullies. It'd be nice if there was like silver right next to the all that gold I found. Alright, I'm going to buy tobacco, but I own it, so, you know, we're going to be largely paying myself. Yep, Cherokee sold tobacco, we received a cut of 86. Cherokee sold timber, I received a cut of 100. Okay, so I'm paying myself. I should just be buying, you know, all of it straight up. Why am I getting so much paper when I obviously need more cast iron? Like, good heavens. Sometimes the AI's manufacturing priorities are bizarre. Oh geez. Battles have been preempted, so Europe's still not willing to fight itself when there's pieces of the New World that they can squabble over. Let's build a fort with some artillery that'll protect people there. Oh, that's right. I was going to have him go up and increase the size of the gold mine. Forgot about that. Oh, Ireland. We're just going back and forth with England, aren't we? Alright, they're building that. So now it is time. I need to get my hands on some workers temporarily. I didn't finish the technology for this. I'm just the worst. How did I not remember that I hadn't finished that? How much longer is it anyway? I'm not even working on it. Good heavens. Ugh. Takes a lot. You know what? Let's build a spy. You can help get me the secrets faster. That's the last of them. Don't right know where to send my explorer right now. Guess come on up here and keep trying to find more things in the foothills around these mountains. Maybe some silver? Wouldn't say no to that. He's off to go explore. Want that extra gold. Alright, now, let us find... Looks like I have almost everything for food done. Let's get a little more. Could do with more workers. Totally the wrong screen. There we go. Alright, I don't actually need any of that yet. I'm gonna build forts to protect my holdings, because, you know, the AI is awful. Oh, does Spain? Well then. Nah, keep exploring. I want to find what's in those hills. Where's my ships? I'm building 17 and 16 for 16 and 16. Okay. Ooh. In pretty good shape with these two. So I'll have to throw a little cash their way. See what happens. Oh, the Iroquois. So much money. Doesn't seem like they went my way yet. Alright, you know what? I guess I just don't have a choice. I'm gonna come up here and just start building a road down towards the Iroquois. Ugh. Not yet. I can't, because if some of that territory gets conquered, that road is going to be useless. So I gotta be smart here. Come on, Germany and Italy. Just say yes. I know you wanna. Join the Empire. They said no. Again, I'm not really sure what to have this guy do. Probably should build a road down here to this cotton. I should have the journeyman very soon. Oh yeah, one more turn. Look at that, it's beautiful. National growth. And I can get that by steal it from the Dutch. There we go. Silver! Now we're talking. Silver and gems that close together. No, this is somebody else's territory. Who the heck is this? Oh, not someone I have a trade deal with. Okay. 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 Sure. No doubt. Alright, I'm going to trade one of my apprentices to become a journeyman, and one of my peasants to become an apprentice, and then I'll be left over with a spare peasant who should probably, you know, contribute to the empire in some way. Snag an extra sloop. And then... oh, I really need more wood. And I know I'm about to get like a bunch of new production and I'll be able to really get going, but if I'm going to increase the size of my merchant marine, I gotta get going here. Yeah, once I have more lumber, I can turn these into actual merchant vessels, and that'll be lovely. Iroquois are selling stuff. Oh, double silver. Who are you, mystical peoples? And how do I become part of your ways? Double silver. Grr. Nice. Boom. Increasing my cargo capacity. Now we're talking. Why does it want so much paper out of me? Like, I don't understand why it thinks I need that much paper in my life. Good heavens. Alright, let's get some more tobacco going, I think, in a little bit. But this is a beautiful amount of production we got churning out now. So what else do the Dutch know that I can steal from them? A spy from the country of Holland was captured. Ireland is now looking at England. Ugh. Sweden declared war against Ireland. And because England overthrew me, I wasn't given the chance to come to the Irish's defense, and it seems like England didn't come to their defense because they're allied with Sweden. So I just lost my chance to annex Ireland. Awful. Just awful. Alright, I'm going to try and get Germany and Italy to join me again. Alright, there's a river. Rivers flow to the ocean. Let's follow it and see where it goes. Lacking lumber. Yep, lumber's going to be the thing now that is hanging around my neck. Especially because I'm trying to upgrade my fleet, but I need lots of stockpiles of wood. Alright, 1224. I think I'll end it after this turn. Nope, neither of them joined me. Keeping a respectful distance. Not realizing that I just want to give them a big Portuguese hug. What happened there? How did Sweden fail to take it? They had a general, they had all the artillery they could possibly need. Did they just chicken out? Go Ireland. Huh. And I wonder if they avoided wanting to upset their ally? I don't think the AI thinks like that, though. Fascinating. Here I said I'd be done, and I'm still clicking away. Stop it! Alright. There we go. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching me. That was a lot of fun. Off to lecture about this very topic. And then, who knows? We're going to see. It's kind of a gray Wednesday, so probably a good day to sit inside and do some writing. So, anyway, have a great one, and I will see you next time.